Some stories in Scripture don't just comfort us, they confront us. Not with anger, not with accusation, but with a quiet, steady truth that slips past our defenses and settles right into the heart. Joseph's story is one of those. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold, abandoned, lied about, imprisoned, forgotten. Every step of his journey looked like loss, looked like injustice, looked like the end of the story. And yet, God was weaving something bigger than Joseph could see. Every betrayal became a doorway. Every injustice became a stepping stone. Every moment of silence became preparation. And every piece of harm was quietly being transformed into a blessing that would save countless lives, including the very people who hurt him. When Joseph finally stood face to face with the ones who had caused him so much pain, he didn't say, "You were right." He didn't say, "I forgive you because you meant well." He didn't say, "Let's pretend none of this happened." He said something far more powerful. "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." That one sentence is a mirror. It asks us to look at our own stories and our own reactions with new eyes. Because right now, the world is full of people convinced they're fighting the right fight. People who are so entrenched in their causes, their outrage, their certainty, that they can't imagine another perspective. People who believe the harm they inflict is justified, or that the harm done to them is unforgivable. But Joseph's story whispers a different truth. God is not limited by human motives. God is not confined to one side. God is not undone by the harm people cause. And God is always working in the unseen to bring good out of what looks hopeless. That doesn't excuse the wrong. It doesn't erase the pain. It doesn't make betrayal holy. But it does remind us that God's purposes are bigger than human intentions, good or bad. And maybe, just maybe, if we stepped back from our causes long enough to breathe, long enough to listen, long enough to let God widen our view, we might see that the story isn't finished. We might see that the people we fear or resent are not the enemy. We might see that God is weaving something larger than our anger. We might see that what feels like harm today could become the soil of tomorrow's healing. Joseph didn't get his aha moment until years later. But when it came, it changed everything. Maybe God is offering us the same invitation. Look again. The story is bigger than you think, and I'm still working good in places you've already given up on.